thinking of going abroad today, but I'm still in the UK. So instead, I'm going to do a spot of stealth van camping. Now today's actually quite an important day because it's exactly 2 years since the start of the first lockdown. And I was thinking about it earlier, how mad it was back then. Everyone was panic buying, all the shelves were empty, and I was having to do things like this. I've never hunted before. Where I come from, it's just a small town. There's only a handful of shops, and there's no food in any of them. There's only a couple of takeaways, and they've both closed down. This isn't what I wanted it to come to. I certainly wouldn't usually do this. But in times like this, what choice do I have? I need to eat. Look at that. A clean shot. Right for the back of the crust. I don't think it would have suffered. But here we are 2 years on, and now everything's relatively back to normal. But that brings me to my next point. Ronald McDonald, I've got a bone to pick with you, and I don't mean like this. No, 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 no. Ah, this one's quite nice. After the first lockdown, when some of the restaurants started to reopen, they introduced a simplified menu, like McDonald's for example, where they took a lot of the items off of the menu to make it easier for them. Which is fair enough, I understand that. But for some reason they chose to take the best item off of the McDonald's menu, the sausage and egg bagel. Now, people like myself and probably thousands of others have been patiently waiting for them to put that back onto the menu. But about a month ago or something like that, they released a statement saying the sausage and egg bagel was never coming back. So I'm taking it upon myself to go to McDonald's, sleep in the back of the van tonight, and then in the morning I'm going to wake up and make myself a sausage and egg bagel in their car park, because I've had enough of suffering in silence. It is time to make a stand. But before anything, I've got to go in this camping shop to get a new can of gas, because I'm pretty sure the one in the back is about to run out.
The only threaded cartridges I've got left. So you get 6 of the big Coleman cartridges.
Well, yeah, if that's the only option, I'll have to get that then, because I need it tonight. Well, that's enough gas to last pretty much all summer. Now, as it happens, there is a McDonald's directly opposite this camping shop. But I've got to go and pick up some food first before I pull up. But I thought since we're here, we might as well swing around the car park, look out for any parking restriction signs and things like that, and see if there's anywhere decent to rock up for the night. Okay, that's where I was thinking I could have parked, and that's fully restricted, no parking at any time, clamping warnings and all that. So this is McDonald's car park itself. Oh, they've got 1.5 hour maximum stay. Technically we don't really need to stay at McDonald's. I can just drive over in the morning to make the food. This looks like it could be good. Is that a sign? I think we might be in luck here. There's no restrictions on this bit right here. We can go and find a supermarket, come back and park here. We're literally right next to a main road, so I'm not too happy about that, but it's better than not being able to park anywhere around here at all. Right, so I'm just pulling into Audi now, and this is literally just around the corner as well, so everything's close together. They only had sesame seed bagels, and I actually prefer sesame seed bagels, but that's not how McDonald's did it, and we're going to do things properly. So I've now got to find another supermarket just to go and buy some plain bagels. But on a plus side, I think this might be a spot to go to sleep. There's no sign saying you can't park here, and it's not as close to the main road. Right, I think this is the new plan. It's going to be a lot quieter here. But for now, we've got to get on with this bagel hunt, because it is getting late and I don't want all the supermarkets to shut. Houston, the bagel has landed. So that right over the back there, that is where McDonald's is. This is Aldi, where we've done most of the shopping, and this is just a little road which runs next to it, and you can see we're just tucked in between a car and a van, and then I'm guessing down there that's some sort of warehouse factory type place, but there's probably going to be a lot of deliveries there in the morning. But for now, let's get in the back and settle down for the night. And we are in, safe and sound, inside the Jelly Bean. Well, I don't really know what to do. I've already eaten dinner, so I don't need to cook anything. I can survive the night on just a snack or two. It's relatively early for me. It's 9:10. There's quite a few cars coming past, like literally right next to the van, which at this time of night I'm quite surprised about. But then again, I have no idea what that building is down the end, so maybe they're going to be coming and going all night. But I've got a little bit of work to do on the laptop, so I think I'm going to crack on with that. Up on this top bit of storage up here, I've got a desk. It's my miniature office. Do you know what? As far as working environments go, this has got to be one of the most comfortable offices I've ever had. I'm loving this. Oh, I've had enough of work. I thought I'd get out and stretch my legs. The van's still behind me there, and the little car, I don't know if you can see it, is still behind me there. Oh yeah, there's a lorry just up there as well, and the doors are open, so I'm guessing they're due to be unloading that soon, which might be quite noisy. But other than that, it looks like a nice little spot we've got here. Good morning. You can hear there are now cars coming past quite often. I've only been awake for about 5 minutes, but that was the most comfortable and warmest night's sleep I've ever had in this van. I think it's safe to say the winter has finally come to an end. God, it feels well hot out in the cab. Nothing's steamed up. That van's still there. Right, I think it's time to get this bed put back up into a sofa and get things tidied up in here so we can get going. Right, the bed is away, everything is tidy, the hair is beyond repair. I'm just going to give up on that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get everything out now that I need to cook this breakfast, so that when I'm at McDonald's I don't have to be messing around or getting in and out of the van and getting things out. Just as a reminder, actually, a lot of you guys were asking me if I had an Instagram to go with this channel, so I've set one up. I'll put it on the screen somewhere, and also I'll put it down in the description. So that is everything that we need all ready to go. We've got a fresh can of gas in, shut the fridge, job's a good one. Oh, McDonald's is closer than I thought. It's literally behind that wall. Let's get round there and find a good place to tuck ourselves up. Right, what? The car park is busy as anything. Okay. There's a spot there for octopuses. Octopuses? Oh no, motorcycles. Right, okay, I've got it. We're going to park over here and hope that nobody comes to charge up their car, because the door that I'm going to have open, oh no, look, perfect. Okay, new plan. We're going in forwards into this spot here, and then we can have the door wide open and no one will be able to see us. It's not the flattest spot, but it's flat enough to cook, I think. First things first, let's see how good this knife is at slicing bread. Right, let's get the sausage on first. because that is going to take the longest. I don't actually know how long it's going to take. So the smaller flame on a medium setting. Alright, it's ready to put one of these in. These were frozen, but I've kept them in the fridge overnight, so they're defrosted. So these breakfast pork patties say shallow fry, 6 to 8 minutes, turning occasionally. So this is my little toaster. I've used it once before and it was pretty good. So this is how we're going to toast the bun. So it just sits on the grill like so. I'm aware that you can flip the ridge monkey itself, but last time I've done that, when I had meat in here, it caused all sorts of carnage with meat juices flying all over the van. I'm just going to start toasting this bun up now, because then once the sausage is ready, you can stick it straight on there. I don't like my toast done too much, but that is perfection. Right, so the way they used to do it was cheese, then sausage, then egg, then cheese, then the top of the bagel. I'm just going to close this up for the last couple of minutes to make sure it is cooked all the way through. The last thing we want is to get some sort of food poisoning. Right, the sausage is ready to add to the mix. Now, the egg needs to be cooked in a bit of butter because those sausage and egg bagels from McDonald's used to be dripping with butter. I don't want to use loads. Just stick a little bit in the pan there. Now, I don't like the eggs that McDonald's put with their muffins. They're like round cylinders of rubber, basically. It comes straight from a chicken that lives in Satan's garden. But the way that they used to do their eggs in the bagels, which was so much better, it was a real egg and it was like mixed a little bit together, kind of like an omelette, and then turned over. So that's what we're going to try to do today. So we want to break it and mix it around a little. Don't mash it right up, just give it a little mix. Make it about twice the size of the muffin. And we'll just close that up for a minute. Let's chuck it onto the other side. And now what you do is you fold it in half. And that is how they used to do their eggs. And then that gets topped with another bit of cheese. And then the lid on top of that. Now there's only one last thing to do, the all important taste test. That brings back memories of pre-lockdown. I might even go as far as to say that's better than the original. Look at that, Ronald. Turns out I don't need you anymore. Yes, I did just put latte powder and hot chocolate in the same cup. I feel I deserve it. So that is it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed filming and eating it. Well, I didn't eat the episode, but you know what I mean. But thank you for watching. If you haven't already, hit subscribe, make sure you give it a like, drop me a comment, and don't forget that I have made that new Instagram account as well, so check out the link in the description or whatever is on screen to go and find that. I'm gonna go home, jump in the shower, maybe find a barber today and enjoy the sunshine. I hope you guys do too.